Здравствуйте всем, как у вас дела? Сейчас мы в Гане, и мы хотим рассказать о нашем опыте в России. So hello everybody. We are in Ghana now, and we want to tell you about our experience in Russia. In the previous video, we told you about how we got staying in Russia for free and at a very low rate. And we also told you about the processes why we chose to study Russian, why we decided not to drop it after level 100. Now we are done. We've gotten through 3 years, difficult years of Russian studies. We've gotten the scholarship.
4 years.
3 years before we went.
Okay.
So we've gotten through that 3 years. Now we are in Russia. How did the experience go? How was it like staying and studying in Russia? Different environments, different weather. Getting to Russia in the middle of winter or in the beginning of winter. How was it like? So me and my girls, yeah.
Journey with the girls.
Shout out to you, Severino, back in Belgrade. Okay, so we're talking about the experience and everything, the weather, food, what else?
The
People, lectures, class.
Fun.
Excursions.
Yeah.
Moscow, Belgrade, train, plane,
Bus.
bicycle, bus,
Taxis.
Alright, so my name is Kheli Live, as usual. She's Dorcas.
Miss G.
Frema. And I'll kick Kheli.
Okay, so first of all, I'll just tell you a little bit about, how the journey. So we left Ghana on November 16th, right?
Yeah.
It was a Saturday, 2019, and she left on September 16th. Yeah, so we went later. So she will tell us about their own. Let me talk about it. Yeah. So we left via Egypt Air at 12. No, the flight left late. It was around 1 p.m. Ghana time on Saturday. And then it was a 6-hour journey to Cairo.
Yeah.
We got to Cairo around 10 p.m. local time. And the experience there is like a story for another day, which I think during the course of the year or anything, we will try to give you a full detail about what happened in Cairo. Mm-hmm. But we got around 10 p.m. stayed at the airport for like an hour or two.
2 hours.
2 hours
Almost
to wait to get accommodation to stay there, because we were supposed to spend 12 hours in Egypt, Cairo. So 12 hours. We got to the hotel like 10 p.m. We got to sleep around 2 a.m. Like, I'll put a short video of what happened at the hotel there so that you can see. So 2 a.m. we got to sleep. Woke up early like 7 a.m. 6. Yeah, went to have some breakfast.
Yeah,
it was a
by
nice
7.
Yeah,
8.
very good hotel in Cairo, 5-star.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that one. We left the hotel around 8.
Yeah.
Caught our flight, left Cairo at 11 a.m. and arrived in Moscow at 4 p.m. And there we went through immigration. I think I'll let the ladies talk about their experience at the immigration. Kheli or Dorcas, who will say it?
I wasn't part of it.
Yeah. Okay,
Kheli was in part, so okay.
At the immigration, I think the lady who checked me, she made a mistake of opening the wrong page first on my passport, so she couldn't find my visa. So it's like, how are you here? And I was like, you've opened to the wrong page. Please go back. And then she went to the right page. Then my yellow fever, so she had to check, and she opened yet another wrong page, so there was nothing. But then she had to go back. So for that, then I had to be detained, and we were just there. I think together with 2 other girls, we were just there waiting for. We don't know what we are waiting for. We were just there with other people for almost an hour or 2.
Yeah, like 1 hour.
Yeah, about an hour of just sitting down, and if you ask them, please, what's going on? They say, we don't speak English. And then we couldn't really explain what we wanted to find out in Russian very well. We were a bit nervous, so we were just sitting there, and eventually they just let us go, and then we went about our activities.
Okay, so that was the immigration. So when we got there like 4, I think we went out around 7 p.m. or I think 6, yeah. 6. So we were met at the airport, Domodedova Airport in Moscow, by some officials from
But when we go out,
Ghana Embassy.
When we go out, it was cold.
Yeah.
we hadn't experienced
Bring the
that
mic closer.
before. We hadn't experienced that before.
It was 4
So
degrees.
like when you talk, the paper comes out. I don't know if there's a video. There was a video.
Yeah,
I don't know if you insert it over there. But some of us were trying to talk so that the vapor will come out. Oh God, honestly. Went to choir and please get out of Ghana to get experience. Okay. Yeah, so when you got, I was very cold. Around 4 and it was
4
6,
degrees.
right?
4
Yeah, 4
degrees.
degrees. And then the whole place was dark, like really dark. And we were met by the officials from the embassy.
Yeah.
They got taxis and vans for us to carry our things from the airport to the embassy. That was another journey, like
1 hour.
going through Moscow at night. It was really beautiful. Continue.
Okay, so we got to the embassy. We got served with some KFC
Yeah.
and then some chicken, which I couldn't eat because I was so stressed
They
out
gave
and
us,
like tired. Buckets each, and
Yeah.
we enjoyed. They spoke to us. We registered there with our names, and we waited for a while. Then we had to move again from the embassy straight to the train station,
Yeah.
and then another 10-hour journey from the train station in Moscow to Belgrade, where we're going to. Fortunately, it was a sleeping train, so we slept in it. There's another story there, which I think we have to do a series of story times so that we talk about these things where people went to order for tea or coffee.
There are people that did that.
Yes, I think we have to talk to them so that they will give you that full story.
Yeah,
so
my
that was
room.
That was another story on its own. So we got to Belgrade around 6 a.m. or 8 a.m. Yeah, and when we got there, it was 0 degrees. Like I didn't have gloves and everything. And then we were transported to the school, did our registrations. Stress the first day. The first week, free. We didn't do anything. Like we were just in the room, go and eat whilst we were waiting for our groups to be set up so that we can start class. So we started class the following day. So like in a nutshell, the following week, yeah. So in a nutshell, this is not the full story. Like the full story there, it will be in episodes so that we talk about it properly. From the experience in Cairo to Moscow, to the train, to the first day in Moscow, to the first day in Belgrade, we'll talk about it. So now we want to go straight into like petty things. So let me ask, what was your experience? Okay, talk about yours, please. Summarize.
Okay. So
Dubai.
Yeah, we left Ghana around 5 p.m. and we got to Dubai. I think it's a 5-hour trip. Then we got to Dubai. So when we got there, it was quite huge. The place was very, very big. So we almost missed our
Connecting
gate,
flight.
yes, because it was too big, and then the kind of arrows we were seeing, we're not really understanding everything. But then we ended up getting to our gate, and then the place was actually full, and we saw people sitting on the floor. So we're like, men, like, don't be shy. So we also put our bags somewhere and sat on the floor. Yeah, so
Corona
it was
was
time.
not there.
No, there was no corona here. So it was time, and then we moved. And let me say, the food was okay, but then as compared to when we were coming from Ghana, it was different. So we got there, we got to Moscow, and our meeting process was different because we arranged for people, like students, to meet us. Yeah, so a student, in private. So a student from a school in Moscow met us. And whilst he was waiting for us, my friend was detained. So I had to be the one to take the whole, like everything, like all the bags. I did everything, waited for her till like 2 or 3 hours time. Yeah. Then the guy took us to the train station around 11. Our train was around 11. Yeah, around 11. Yeah. So we
PM.
got to PM. So we got to Belgrade, and then another set of students met us. Then we went to do medical processes. So we had to sleep outside the school in a hostel. So we are done with our processes. So that was like for like 2 or 3 days. Then after our processes, we got our hostel, and then
Started
sleeping. Yeah, and school started, I think,
A week
or two. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the first one, what was your experience with the food, the Russian food? How do you compare it to Ghanaian food?
Well, the Russian food is very different. First off, there's not much pepper, or even there's no pepper. So, for those of us who loved the feel and the burn of the pepper in our throats and in our mouths, it was a totally different story. And we didn't even eat a very traditional Russian food. It was, let me say, Russianized food or something called plov, sort of like fried rice, but with soggy rice and veggies and a few meat, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad actually, but yeah, because there wasn't the peppery feel inside, so I didn't really enjoy it. So from then I didn't really eat much Russian foods, but usually like they have their own way of doing everything that you know. So normal rice, they have their own way of cooking it. So yes, you can eat it, but you can't say it's like a Russian food, and it was manageable.
Okay, so me, I just didn't like their food at all. Their pastries, okay, they have a lot of like variety of pastries that I tried. Samsa was disgusting for me.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was disgusting,
was
but
nice.
they had this like ragalik, bléage, and
Was nice.
Pancakes, different varieties. But I think their food was quite disgusting for me. I was just always trying to. The only thing I was eating all the time was noodles, pizza, rice, McDonald's. Yeah. So let's go to the weather. Jemima and Kheli, tell us the weather. How did it beat you?
So
Give me the mic.
I was actually expecting something extra, because they were like, Russia is cold. But then when we got out of the airport today, let me see, the first time we came out, it was cold. But then because we were new to the weather, we were feeling extra cold. Apart from that, I think we got used to. And the Russia that was extra cold, it wasn't like that for me. In person, yes. I wasn't feeling the cold that they said it was. But then people were like, last year also. Yeah, it was different from the other years. So yeah, I think the weather was okay, manageable. Yeah,
the weather was normal because we were told to prepare. So we took clothes like turtlenecks and extra cardigans and things. So it was not really cold unless you don't dress well for it. Yeah, it was normal.
Okay, I think it got to a time I was overdressing, because especially from Ghana, I was like, when we get there it's 4 degrees. Hey, like 4 degrees, you know how water freezes, like 0 degrees, so you are getting closer to being frozen. So I took a lot of things, like I had a shirt, I had turtleneck, I had a cardigan, I had another coat, like 2 jeans, socks. Like when I go there, I was like, it's just normal. But when it got into the like middle of the winter, January, February, that was when I realized that it was really cold, like very cold. And I think 6 months of our stay there was cold. We just had like 3 warm months. That was it.
Well, yeah, the weather was cold, but I thought I could prepare for it. But of course, nothing can prepare you for winter. You just have to experience it and adapt. But the down part of it was, I realized I don't know if I had skin issues or it is just me or something, but the air was extremely dry. And you know how much time we talk about your lips cracking in a freezing weather, Charlie, it's no joke. Your fingers are frozen. Like, it was so bad, I couldn't even feel my fingers. I had to just enter someone's shop and lie that I'm buying something so that their heater would warm up my system. And then I had to wear very long clothes most of the time, even when it was spring and it was a bit warmer, because when the air passes over my skin, I feel very extremely dry, and sometimes it itches and whatever. But summer came and then all was well, and girls could wear crop tops roaming around, and it was fine. So we managed to manage. We found a way to cope with the whole weather. You know what works best. So every day you check your map. Oh, today is 16. What is it expected to feel like? Maybe 20 or much lower, like 30. Then you know, okay, then I have to wear 2 jeans and 1 extra top, and then wear my extra long winter coat or something. Or if it's like 20, then you know, oh, this time I can even choose to wear just sweater and go out, and it would be fine. So you can adapt easily, and everything is okay.
Okay, so now let's talk about class. I think the class there was so much fun.
It was superb.
It's
Extra
like
nice.
extra, and I was always looking forward to another day, like going to class.
Like when they
But
said that's done, yeah.
honestly, at a point in time, it became stressful again. Like after the fun, it became too much of exercises. Like write this, do this. Yes, and there was another class that were not so interesting, but you know, it was still interesting because if you compare it to, you know, I don't really want to go there, but it was just interesting. You sing, you dance, you do a lot of activities, and so I really felt it. I really felt it was the best that I've ever had.
Yeah, the classes were more fun, I would say, because of our lectures. So when you come fresh, they test your knowledge, not through exams, but through how you relate. So they know we've already studied 3 years, but that doesn't mean we know 3 years worth of Russian. So yeah, they were speaking and they realized, oh, we're actually not that. We knew something. So yeah, for our class, I would say it was much more fun. We could actually afford to skip some lectures and rather play games, and our lecturer should be like, how you guys feeling? Do you want to study? You look sad. Should we play some game? And we'll be like, yes, it was nice. Yelena, shout outs to you. In fact, all our lectures. Yeah, Alina, they really made the language fun. Sometimes instead of maybe learning the thing from the books, we rather make it into a game of guessing and you set questions for your friends to answer. So yeah, we also became like part-time lectures during our time, and we learned.
Without pay. Okay, you want to talk about the class? Okay.
So we're in a different class actually, and from the beginning we wanted to lie that we are also beginners. So we wanted to pretend like we didn't know the language at all and everything. So I think the first 2 days was okay until one person shook us. So our teacher realized we had already learned the language for like 3 years. So she stopped being so slow with us, and then she started speaking. Like when she's speaking the language, she's looking at us, she's asking us all the questions and everything. But then at the end of the day, it was fun because we were playing. I think their educational system, the playing aspect is more than the learning, and then it makes it fun and it makes you want to learn more. Seriously, yes, for me that's all.
Yeah.
The only down part, or let me say, the only day that you had to go to class that was a bit annoying was Saturdays. The Saturday class.
Winter Saturday morning.
Because when you go to class on Saturday, you're just going to sing or watch a video. Cartoons. Like, you're going to watch cartoons, and then they will ask you questions about it. And for us who had already studied the language for some time, it was a bit like okay. Because like
you're brave.
You're more than that.
Songs.
Yeah, we're singing nursery songs and then reciting some words and all those things. It was just annoying sometimes, but it was all part of the fun.
Okay, Kheli, any experience with the Ghanaians?
No, because I was mostly indoors. I don't really indulge myself in a lot of
Danny's wife.
Yeah.
Okay, I think with Ghanaian communities, I think they were cool because they met us, especially the Nooks. They met us, they helped us a lot with the registration, they helped us with settling in, but I think at a point they left it to us. And I didn't experience much drama because, okay, we went with the intention of learning the language, not to harden our chi or anything.
What
so
do you mean by so those people who are indulging themselves, they went with what intention?
No,
that was mine. That was mine.
Actually...
The chi was, distracting me from getting to improve my knowledge.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was just trying to make new friends outside the Ghanaian community, like Ecuadorians who couldn't speak English. So the only way you are supposed to speak with them is through Russian, and also some Russians who were quite rude in Belgrade. I thought all Russians were rude, but it was in Belgrade because Moscow was quite different. So I think the Ghanaian community was quite fun. They organized a lot of programs that went to have fun. Christmas, New Year party, picnics and others.
Yeah, so you know,
go
like
to
John
the
said, if you are not very careful, you would get distracted and you'll be influenced by the lifestyle of the Ghanaians to go and meet them, because they're party lovers there. Every Friday we have to go to a club, and every day we have to drink something.
The clubbing was good.
You know how the weather gets. I don't know if alcohol helps or something, but there were those who were drinking every day and every day, and if you don't take care and you associate with them too much, you become like them, and every day all you know is booze. So you have to just identify your lifestyle and who fits best. And then the temptation of speaking a familiar language, because trust you me, Russian is not easy. The cases, and some of us want to get it right. So Charlie, I'm conjugating things in my head before I speak so that it's point on, and I want to get my pronunciation right. But it's not like that. So later on we learned that, and so basically they helped us from the beginning up to some points. Then we managed on our own.
Okay, so don't want the video to be too long. Now let's talk about our best experiences ever. Like your best experience in Russia. We'll come to the bad ones. Who will start?
My best experiences, they're actually a series. Going out to
one
explore.
Most memorable one.
I can't mention. One when I went to it was a double kind of thing. First there was a shashlik, and that was like a barbecue party-ish organized, and then I went. Then afterwards I went to a restaurant. It was a very nice place. It was an outdoor-ish setting, and there was this, whether it's a swing or whatever, and some nice trees, and the food was nice, and there was karaoke, and I enjoyed myself. And that was in the summer, so that was like my number one most memorable day. Good food, good music, friends around. We did videos. Kheli was there for the shash. John, Jemima, we all had fun at the shashlik, even though the shashlik ended on a sad note. But I had my own after fun, so it's a very memorable day for me.
After fun.
Okay, all right. Your most.
Okay, I don't have my most, but then clubbing.
Yeah.
I really had fun. Actually, I really had fun. Like, I had fun to the extreme. Yes, I had fun going to the club, and then during winter going to the club, it is different than going to the club when it's summer. I don't know, but then to me, I think
the winter club was cool.
Let me talk about the drinking part. You see, because it's cold. So because it's cold, the alcohol actually makes you feel a little warm. That's why I said it hits different from the summer, because I don't think you should be taking alcohol during summer like that. But in the winter time, I think yes, 1 or 2 shots. Yeah, I did. And the shashlik, I went for a lot of shashlik. Like people's birthday, they had barbecues and all. Like we went, even though it wasn't really hot, but then we managed. We went, and then the zoo park, I went with them. Yeah. That was my first time going out with all of them, because mostly I was going
Zimbabwean.
out alone. Yes, with the other people, yeah. So yeah, that was my first time. So I really had fun with them and all, yeah.
It's okay.
I don't have any extra.
Okay.
Okay, so my first experience was when we went skating.
Oh!
Forgot
When we went skating, it was really
Well,
nice.
most of us
All
fell.
of us were trying the skating for the first time.
Everyone fell.
Oi,
I almost fell.
we fell. We all fell. Some of us fell in. He fell in
Multiples.
but he didn't give up.
No, he
eventually got it.
Yeah, learned how to skate. Like amongst all of us, he learned it.
Some of us fell.
Me
Yeah,
too.
we didn't learn it. John?
Yeah,
No.
I went the second time. I got it.
No, I never got it.
I have a
all the
video.
time.
Yeah, I have a video
Okay.
evidence. Yeah.
So yeah, apart from that one, and many competitions that we sang at.
And won.
Yeah. So there's some, like the lecturers, when they know that you can sing or do something small, they will disturb you. Every single event they want you to be there. So yeah, the 4 of us, like the 2 Dorcas and I, and Winifred and Marianne and Esther.
Yeah, our Nigerian friend.
Nigerian friends. We're mostly singing One particular
song
at different events.
the same dressing.
Yeah, the same dressing. And at one event, it was a competition. We won. We're second. Like we were wondering how.
We don't know how
we won,
but we are glad.
Yeah, we are glad we won. So yeah, those are my experiences. Fun.
All right, so my best experience, I don't know. I think there are a lot, but they've already said some.
When we went to Moscow.
Yeah, I'm coming there. That's my best. My best wasn't in Belgrade.
Yeah,
I think my best was in Moscow.
Yeah.
First and foremost, it was when I met my online friends, my friends I met on the internet, they are Russians. And we met for the first time. Like, it was really, really cool. And
is it Akosia Nadia
and Ekuya Nastia.
She's not Ghanaian.
Yeah, but I give them Ghanaian names. Yeah, so we met in Moscow, and it was a really, really good time. And the second one, I think that was my best memory ever.
We got lost.
Getting lost is the worst because we got lost in the subway station. Yeah, we got lost like 10 times, going in and out, so looking for one place. And then we went to the next station, and we took the same train again. And so came back. Guess what?
The metro or the train?
The metro.
The metro, yeah. So
John jumped out of it and left us. He was expecting us to jump out.
No, I realized in the metro. I realized that this is not the one that we are going to. We are supposed to wait for a second one. So I saw no. It's gonna be like some 2 seconds for the gates to close. I was out and they were inside. So I had to wait for them to go and then come back. So I mean, it was so memorable. And I'm sorry to them. I apologize.
Hey.
I'm sorry, but it was fun jumping out of a subway. Like, it was so dangerous. But I did a Superman. All right, so I think that's all in the video for this one. And watch out for the series of story times. Yeah. Everyone is supposed to give their story. Jemima and her clubbing and her vodka story, which I have the video, so she will definitely have to talk about it. Kheli
and
her watching online. No,
Kheli and sleeping and margarine.
And
margarine and bread.
Her Sunday watching online
church and then Dorcas's.
Oh, many experiences. The cooking expeditions, the clothing,
and the experiences DIYs. With Severino.
Who? Marian.
It was
Winifred and Marian and Severino. All right, so that one is also there. And then my experience in Jolomida, we never told anybody.
Wow.
Like, we never told anybody. It was around 12 a.m.
We are fun.
In the middle of the night. Like, I'll tell you especially in a special video. Like, this story is between me and Jolomi. No one knows about it. What happened?
I'm going to go out there very soon.
Alright, so just subscribe to the channel. If you are new, let's get to 1,000 subscribers. And make sure you hit the like button and follow us on all social media platforms, especially Instagram. I'll leave the handles down below so that you can follow us. Thank you very much for watching. And once again, paka.
Paka.